Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I continue to build the Agora models Shelby GT500 Super Snake. Now, I am on stage 61. In stage 61, I assembled the steering wheel and steering column. If you haven't done so already, head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this car today. It's a fantastic build, and it's the easiest car that I have built so far. So, let's get started.
The interesting thing about testing out high-performance automobiles is that you can only do it with top drivers who can take the cars right up to the maximum.
Here's the parts pack for stage 61, and we've got a lot of parts here. We're dealing with the steering wheel and column, and I'll go ahead and take out all the parts here and we'll get a look at what's included with this stage 61. And here's a close-up of those parts. The only part that we received that's metal, there's a couple of them, is the steering shaft. And that's very nice there, pretty solid. And the pinion that will be mounted to the steering shaft, that's this right here. And we have to press the steering shaft to the pinion. We have to hammer it down, so you might need a small hammer to do that. And we also need we have the horn switch, which is 03, wire number 03 like they say. Here's the steering wheel, very well detailed. Wood grain type steering wheel, and just very nice. And here's the steering wheel horn, and I'll give you a close-up of that. Very nice graphics on that. Steering column adjuster itself, steering column connector, and of course the two halves of the steering column, MPO1 and MPO5 screws. Let's get started. Step one, we have to assemble the steering column to the pinion. Now the pinion has a hole with a flat edge, and so does the steering column. And if you look, you can just barely see it there. It's a flat edge. We need to line the flat edge to that pinion, and we're going to need to take a hammer, which I don't have on hand, but I do have a good heavy set of scissors, and I'm going to pound it down. And it is down all the way. Okay, so you should no longer see that flat edge, and it should be even there, which this is the case. Now we have to assemble the wire into our steering column. And we'll fit the wire through the steering column, just like such. Pull it through, except for the switch itself, which needs to lay down flat inside the steering column here. And we fit our wires through it, all the way through here. Okay, so we fit our steering shaft in, we lay it down in there, and making sure, taking care that our wires don't get tangled up in there. attach the cover on it. And the MT05 screws feed into that. The end piece here. We'll put 2 more in on the bottom. And one more. One more goes on the bottom here. Perfect. And everything turns just fine on the steering column. And the next step we do, we attach the steering wheel to the steering column. And we want you to make sure that the lever is on the left and the steering column lines up with the shaft. And you have like a half moon coming off the steering shaft. We'll have that on the bottom because that's how it shows it on the steering wheel. And we'll press fit that in place. Line it up. You can kind of see how it looks from there. And that's how that looks. And then we'll press our horn onto this. And that functions great. And that's all we do for stage 61. Steering column works great, it turns, and horn button works. We had a couple extra parts, a connector and adjuster for the steering wheel. We're going to install those a little later. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for all notifications. Head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this car today. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.